Well, we have an update tonight on the Benton Harbor area waitress who was fired 8 days after she and her staff were tipped $10,000 from a generous customer.
For the first time, we're hearing her side of the story through her attorney. She spoke with News 8's David Horak, who joins us live from our Kalamazoo studio tonight. David.
Sue and Brian, Lindsay Boyd is the waitress and mother of two who was fired from the Mason Jar Cafe earlier this month. She hired Jennifer McManus to be her attorney after the restaurant threatened to sue her for defamation.
They don't have a leg to stand on. They are using their position of power to try to threaten and intimidate her. And it's a really sad thing.
The defamation allegation came up after Boyd shared her side of the story on Facebook the night of February 13th, the same day she was fired, 8 days after the $10,000 tip. Mason Jar Cafe ownership told us Boyd's firing was not affiliated with the tip, yet could not further specify why due to labor laws. But according to McManus, an unnamed coworker told Boyd that staff members working in the back and those on different shifts were upset that the tip was not shared with them. Boyd went to management and ownership about these concerns, but refused to share the name of the coworker when asked.
Lindsay, understandably, anticipated that sharing that person's name could just create a bigger issue. And so she was really caught in a tough position. She either shared the person's name, which could create a bigger issue. She refused to share the person's name, which ultimately, it seems, is what led to her termination. In the meantime, all she was trying to do was A, share the tip as the customer requested, and B, diffuse the situation so everyone could just get back to work.
About a half hour after the Facebook post went online and started to go viral, McManus said a manager called the waitress recommending her to take it down. An excerpt from that phone call had the manager telling Boyd that the owners actually have every right now to sue her and her entire estate for defamation. When Boyd answered with, "Good luck, I ain't got much," the manager said, "Yeah, but they'll take everything you've got."
She's not responsible for the public perception. She's responsible for ensuring that the words that she speaks are truthful, which she did. And if the public chooses to perceive it differently, she has no responsibility for that.
News 8 asked to interview Boyd on camera, but we were denied that chance. Yet McManus forwarded a message her client wants everyone to know.
One thing I want made clear is how I didn't want any of this. And more than anything, I want others to know that as humbling as all of the support has been, that I just truly don't want others reacting to my situation with more hate, anger, or animosity. It solves nothing, and there are still innocent, hardworking people in that building who will be the ones suffering, and I don't want that.
Mason Jar's owners told us earlier this month that they did not make the decision lightly and that firing an employee was something we always try to avoid at all costs, and that in this case it was purely a business decision, end quote. McManus says Boyd is still unemployed and looking for work with a schedule similar to her last job given her two kids. She added that they will not pursue legal action on their end. We're live in our Kalamazoo studio. David Horak, News 8.